Polls open and, yes, closed just hours away. They do. So will the votes cast in the midterms reflect voters' unhappiness with President Obama's leadership? If so, Democratic candidates, well, they're in trouble. According to the latest Wall Street Journal NBC News poll, more than two-thirds of Americans, 67%, want to see President Obama make a substantial change in the way he leads the country. And RNC Chair Reince Priebus joins us. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Greta.
On the eve of election.
Yeah.
All right, in that same NBC Wall Street Journal poll, it says 47% of Democrats say president needs to substantially alter how he approaches job. I think that is like the dagger. I mean, that's horrible, dagger in the chest of him.
Well, that's what you're seeing across the country in early vote and absentee ballot voting. The Democrats aren't performing as well as they should, and I think we're doing very well as a party on early vote. And it's because I think people feel like there's this incompetency malaise across the country. They really don't think that this president is performing, whether it be foreign policy, domestic policy. People aren't better off. And they want to see a different direction in the country, and I think that our candidates are better, our ground game is much better, and I think everything being combined, we're going to have a big night tomorrow night.
You said on ABC This Week yesterday that our ground game is whipping their ground game. How do you know that?
Well, because that's just what I said. I mean, you can see where we are in early vote and absentee ballot vote in Iowa. So just so that you understand, we're tied or even in a lot of these states, whereas, for example, in Iowa, in 2010, we were 21,000 votes down in Iowa in 2010. That's all wiped away. In Colorado, we're 100,000 votes ahead in Colorado tonight. And that's not guesswork. That's the reality. I mean, that's the actual votes in the box. And so the reality is that people in this country that want to see change, if they vote, if people vote that want a different direction, we will have a very big night in our Republican Party.
All right, let's go to our heritage. We're both cheeseheads from the state of Wisconsin with a very nail-biting biter that raced there for both the Republican and Democratic candidate Scott Walker against Mary Burke. What's with that? It's going to be close?
Well, first of all, I was just over the weekend with Scott and Paul Ryan at a lot of stops. A few people asked about you too, Greta. They love watching your show in Wisconsin.
My very loyal cheesehead fans, thank you very much.
They are very loyal to you.
Yes.
Here's the thing. If you're going to beat an incumbent, you got to have a great last week, and you have to hit your opponent really pretty hard. Mary Burke hasn't landed a punch. Scott had a very good week last week. Turns out that Mary Burke's own family fired her from her own job. And you know what? If your own family can't find a place for you in their own company, I don't think you ought to be promoted to
I don't trust my brother and sister necessarily. I don't trust my brother and sister.
If you lie on your resume and you steal your plans from other people, and your own family has eliminated your position in their company, I don't see her getting too far. Needless to say, that's not a good way to finish the campaign at the very least.
It's going to be a fascinating race to watch.
Scott will do great.
Wisconsin's always fun, though. Of course, I'm biased. Anyway, always nice to see you.
Thank you.